It
Does
is.
the show come with sage, or should I?
You are expected to provide your own sage. I apologize. I don't have the means to cleanse any energies. I don't have the training nor the resources. So you're better off.
I paid $10 to be a minister. I think I could do exorcisms.
I think so too.
You can try.
All right. Well, we've been trying for you for a long time, Austin. Can't get those demons out. You're still a pervert. So.
All right, folks.
Adriana, do you know this person? Her last name is my name.
It's not spelled the same. Somebody, a new challenger has entered the chat. It is close enough.
Billionaires?
Talking about the show Billionaires with Dwayne R. Johnson and Rob Corddry.
Cool.
AMC, I believe.
That's nice.
You know, Ruben, anytime you're like, I don't watch that much movies, I don't watch that much TV.
Sure. The moment those words came out of my mouth, Austin, I was like, Austin's going to be like, yeah, you always talking about movies.
You do.
Also, for anyone who has not noticed, Austin and I do the exact same voice to impersonate each other.
It's because you sound the same.
We do sound very similar.
Fuck you, Ruben. No, we don't.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I sound masculine. You know what? I'm the one who takes the hit in that one, so yeah, I sound cool.
What is your background, Ruben?
That's my house. And my car.
Thing to do.
No, Adriana and I used to be neighbors, but I moved.
Yeah. It's fine. It's normal. I've told myself that instead of letting myself be traumatized from it. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Are we ready to fucking rumble, kids? Yay! Alright, my name is Adriana McCain, and oh, look over there! Ha, made you look. Welcome to Okay So Like. Thank you.
Adriana.
Huh? We're having a fun time. We're having a good time in the chat. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, as per usual. I hope you like my earrings. They're tiny little knives. So let's just get started. It's been a week. Let's fucking take a look at what's in the goddamn news, kids. Let's go. Actually, need to wait, really stop and record. Okay, record on this computer. God damn it. I always forget to do that. I want clips at some point. And technology is hard. So let's try that again. There we go. Yay! And loading. Okay. Fuck. Despite choosing not to interact with her in person before the inauguration, Melania Trump left a note for incoming First Lady Joe Biden. We actually have an exclusive look at the note that she left, and here it is.
Got her ass. Oh my god, I just noticed what the Ivanka thing said. That's disgusting. Has an amazing ability to suppress her gag reflex. Jesus Christ.
Thank you. My technical difficulties absolutely fucking butchered that joke, but it's okay. We're moving on to the next thing. The Mega Millions lottery has now surpassed the $1 billion mark, forcing the contest to rebrand.
That was awesome.
Scientists believe they have found the underwater lair of giant prehistoric worms that lived on the seafloor 20 million years ago. Wait a minute. I've read Dune. Run! 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 You gotta swim! You gotta get out of there, scientists! Go! 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 The release date for the new Bond movie, the new James Bond movie, No Time to Die, has been postponed for a third time. Oh, so you've got no time to die, but you're going to take as long as you need? That's like when your mom is telling you it's time to leave the party, and by the time you have your shoes on, she's still talking to your aunt, even though you had to quit playing Mario Kart in the middle of the Grand Prix. Is it time to die or not, Mom?
Oh my god.
Fuck! American Airlines is starting a wine delivery service in order to reduce the amount of leftover wine that they currently possess. Oh, and you know what? Actually, I have some right here. So we're going to sample this on. All right, I'm getting top notes of a plastic cup and someone's screaming child. Now let's go ahead. And there's a lingering aftertaste of somebody kicking you in the back of the chair. It's drinkable. A study in France has found that children are getting eye injuries from hand sanitizer. If you're experiencing this as well, might I offer some advice? It goes on your fucking hands! That's it for the news. All right. Hey, Ruben. How are you doing? What's up?
I'm doing good, dude.
Where are you at right?
Oh, well, this is me, and this is also me, and this room is where you currently are.
That's true. That's true. Are you outside
That's
there?
Where you are.
Yeah. Is that where you?
No, stupid, because it's dark.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know what windows are, so I thought this bit was gonna be funnier. Okay. It don't matter. Whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Background so that there's an animated Ruben in the window.
That would be really great. Like Ruben in the back of. I have to point. There we go. Just him be like, press up against the glass. I can ask Maddie. You know, like she can edit that. What?
Adriana, I'm glad you brought up No Time to Die being postponed again because I've been waiting 30 years for Ghostbusters 3, and they postponed that shit again. And at this point, I will watch it on a VHS on a CRT TV. I just want to watch Ghostbusters movies for the love of Christ. I want to watch an old bag of bones Bill Murray put on a proton pack where I could go, fucking there it is, thank you, and it can finally be done. I don't need to watch these movies in the theater anymore. I don't care. I just want to watch them.
I understand.
Daniel
Craig does not
empathize. Fight a big monkey.
Huh?
Dude, I get to watch a big lizard fight a big monkey in March in my own living room, and I don't care.
It sounds like you do care a lot, but
they
like positively.
4 months.
Ruben,
all
this
I want to do is look. That's my make-a-wish. My make-a-wish is to watch a big lizard fight a big monkey. So when you are at home watching Godzilla fight King Kong or whatever that movie's called, just know.
I think that's it. It's called Godzilla Fight King Kong. I think you hit it.
I hope they kiss at the end.
Me too.
I hope they realize their love is more important.
I completely agree.
Hold on. Austin, why'd you make that face?
Hey, it just feels a little bit like a weird furry thing, man.
No.
Okay,
to wish that two beings could fall in love, no matter their species or gender, because I don't know what Godzilla's got going on, and I don't know how monkey wieners work, so King Kong could be a girl.
You sound like you're trying to explain this to a judge.
And you know what? With that, let's fucking just get started with the show. I don't have time to discuss the politics or the problems with what was just uttered on air. So we're just gonna move right past it and discuss it with Ruben later with a mediator just to cover my ass. Hey Ruben, who's on the show tonight?
Tonight on the show we have the amazing Mac Ruiz, the fantastic Michael Blues, and the phenomenal Tyler Hinz.
Hell yeah, brother. Let's fucking go. It's gonna be great. And you know what? Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get rid of Ruben. Goodbye. Into the ether with you. And then I'm gonna fuck clean off because your first comic of the evening is a very funny fella. I don't think he asked. I'm not sure if he asked me how to introduce him. Let me check my Facebook message. You didn't? Perfect. Okay, that's great, because that means I don't have to read. Please put your hands together. Very funny guy, all the way in the Monterey Bay area. Please put your hands together for Michael Booth.
Hey. What's up, dude? Fucking got the White Claw. That was, I enjoyed the part about the wine. I don't like wine, so whenever somebody tastes wine, I trust your opinion. So I'm trusting that the back of the chair is not a satisfying taste. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with that. But anyways, I've been hotboxing my car before I go to the grocery store a lot because everybody's wearing masks now, so nobody smells me. Nobody smells the meat anymore. So I've been just doing that, and then I was sitting in the lucky parking lot over here by my house. And I was smoking a joint, and this elderly lady came out of the grocery store, and she had a clerk like coming to help her unload the groceries, and I had my window kind of cracked because I didn't want it to be like too smoky in there, so I was trying to let some of the smoke out. And she came, so I was listening to the conversation that they were having, and it was around the holidays, so the older lady was like, the clerk actually was like, hey, what are you doing for the holidays? And the older lady was telling her like, we've been going back and forth with my son about us coming over for the holidays because of COVID. And she started telling the cashier a lot of the things my grandparents say about COVID, that COVID isn't real, and that COVID is BLM, and that COVID is Antifa, and that COVID is the reason that Trump didn't win. All these things that they see on the news, I don't know where they see these things, but she started saying similar things to the clerk, and the clerk was like, okay, so I guess she ended up coming to an agreement with her son. She tells the clerk, like, I actually am going over for the holidays, but I have to wear my unicorn suit. And, like, I was like, at first I was like, I misheard, because I was smoking weed, so I was like, it's possible that I heard unicorn suit and just was like, but she started to describe it, so then I was illegal. Which made it even better, because it's a full body unicorn suit that covers her face, and it makes her look like, it gives her like an extra foot and a half like of height, I guess. And the clerk is just kind of looking at her, trying to keep a straight face, and that was my favorite part. I was just looking right at the clerk. I wasn't looking anywhere else. I was like listening to the story, but the clerk was the center of attention for me. Because she finishes describing it, and I'm just thinking, like, dude, like, how defeated was that son? Where he's like, the kid, right? Where he's talking to his mom. She's just suggesting all these things, and she's like probably just hounding him in the court suit that he can buy him. She's like, you know what? All right, like, wear the suit. Like that. I just wonder what that conversation was like. And then also, how the fuck does this old, like, she's like 70 probably. How does she have this full body unicorn suit? Like, what is, like, I was thinking, like, what are her and her husband into? Like, that was my first kind of lane, was like, I mean, this fucking unicorn, that might be, might be a little interesting. I don't know. And also, I mean, I kind of want to get my grandma one of those now, just so that for the holidays, I feel like all of our grandmas should just, like My Little Pony is My Little Granny. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
oh my gosh.
I was so glad. That was the best thing ever. Just high. My roommate, who's like the other side of the room, so I'm gonna try to not talk too loud. He's 61, so I don't actually know what he can hear say it like at a talking voice sometimes outside of his door and see if he'll like and he doesn't say anything and I'll say it louder and he goes, what? And I'm like, okay, like I wonder if he hears that person hears the talking voice. And the other night he almost burnt down the house. Like I was in the shower and all of a sudden it started to smell like wood was burning. It was like, and the window was open, so somebody outside's having a fire or something, right? And I go and left the popcorn in the microwave for like 10 minutes, and it was completely black. Just like in the microwave, there was like butter that was burned that was just like leaking out of the bottom of the microwave with the door still closed. I don't like he really like it was really bad. And so we had to have a legitimate conversation about him not leaving appliances on, like walking away from them. Like it was like talking to like kind of like talking to a kid. But he's just like old, you know? Like and also sometimes he leaves his door open and I just see like he's watching on YouTube. He doesn't have a computer and it's a smartphone. So like YouTube and TV are like his only ability, you know, sources. So to see the YouTube titles it has, I'll just keep watching. Reviews.
Awesome.
Which
What?
these videos have a lot of views, and I understand why, you know, like there's some frauds. Oh, now I got them. We'll also be watching like sometimes. Yeah, I'm kind of trying. Can't find more. Man, I was like, hey man, or do I just let him watch? Like, I don't know. So before I moved to California, I was actually living with my uncle and he had 4 kids. And they love to watch Dora the Explorer. And I have a conspiracy theory about Dora the Explorer that I like to share with you guys. Oh yeah. For you guys are familiar with the show, like there's Dora and Boots are just trucking along trying to complete their mission. Through tasks of threes. Sometimes fucking the thief, Swiper the Fox, pops up, right? Tries to steal the stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Like music. Like, they're like, and then Dora's like, where is he? It's like right next to you, bitch. Like he used the huge eyes. Like holy shit. Like, but there's sometimes like they always say like swiper no swiping, right? 3 times he goes away. But sometimes fucking steals and stuff. You guys see an episode of Dora where he steals and stuff? Actually.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen one, yeah. I don't want to say that out loud, but
Yes.
But like, how do they find it? Every time I watched it and I was like, okay, every time they steal one, there's always they're finding it because the map knows where it is. There. It is. It's like how?
find my phone.
I think Swiper's working with the map just to like torment Dora. And if you think about it, like the map is insane. Like listen to the song he sings about himself. He's a complete narcissist. He's just like, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map. He's insane. But I'm trying to say here is don't watch Dora the Explorer. So. But I was just like, that is my time.
Yes. Yay!
I appreciate it. It's really fun.
Yeah, no, don't go away because you're popping up here now. Hey, real quick, Ruben, can you send my mom a link to the show? Cause she asked.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, just shoot.
Do we want to get your mom into Zoom or do we want to get her on Facebook?
I don't know, gang. What do you think? Don't worry, Mike. This isn't
We'll
cutting into your time.
I'm gonna get your mom into Zoom.
Get their mom in the Zoom.
Before you asked me to do the show.
What?
No, Adriana's mom loves this show and she loves me. And
this is true.
I'm gonna send it.
I've never met her mom. I don't want her to hear me talking about sucking dick.
That's okay. My mom knows what that
is. We talk about worse.
My mom, I swear to God, I know.
She does, because Adriana was born. That's how Adriana was born.
No, Ruben, that's not.
Immaculate conception, baby. Yes.
Also, really quick.
Get
Adriana,
mom in the chat.
Spotlight me really quick so we can look at the. I made my background these suggested search results on YouTube for a bra review. I did not press enter. Oh, your mom's here.
Okay, perfect. Let her in. I'm gonna remove.
Mommy.
Mom time.
I'm calling her mommy.
All right, Ruben. This is your bra review suggestions.
Yes. This is what comes up when you search up bra review. If you notice, my favorite is this one that's trying to be subtle.
We can't see it, Ruben.
It says.
You can't see it.
I think there's.
The bra review is very informative.
Yeah, for full figured.
Full figured.
Yeah,
That's subtle.
For
That's
full
subtle.
figured.
Information.
How is that not number one?
Well, bra reviews for full figured is clearly a teenager like trying to get around it. Like, no, mom, I'm not looking at boobies.
Full figured ladies.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing. That's full figured.
I've decided that we're done with this bit.
ASMR is fun.
Bra review ASMR?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Rub the bra on the mic. They're just like.
What does that mean? That one almost makes me want to click it.
Listen to this padding.
Also, ignore what's going on in the left bottom corner. I don't want to talk about it.
It's okay. You're off spotlight anyway because we gotta get.
Like a push-up bra, and then they have a regular one. They're like.
Just rub them on the mic.
ASMR,
Yeah, you test the different. You got one that's unlined. You got one that's just a bralette. You got wireless. You're giving people what they want, which is diversity.
They're just like putting it to the back. They're clasping it.
Clasped and unclasped, or like rubbing it together. Yeah. This is not interesting. Let's move on. Michael, I ask everybody.
Like watching it right now. Okay.
I know, and. Yeah, sure. So let's go ahead and let's kick off. I ask everybody on the show a very important question. The first question, if anything, how are you doing right now? You feel pretty good?
I like that.
I heard people laughing. I've been drinking some White Claws. I've been smoking some.
That's good. How do you feel about seltzers in general? You're drinking a White Claw, but do you explore outside of the alcoholic?
We could really talk about.
We're gonna talk. Please, by all means. How do you feel about seltzers?
Okay, so this is just my opinion, by the way. So, everybody has their own palate, their own tongue, their own, thing going. For me, I like Truly, I like White Claw. I don't really like the ones all that much. I like the seltzers, the blackberry ones.
They're not the ones for you. Fascinating.
seltzer.
Do you fuck with,
and then
like...
don't drink the Four Loko ones. They're fucking horrible.
They make Four Loko seltzers?
Ruben's like, I gotta go right now.
I'll be right back.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna make Austin's co-host now. Wow. I had no. I also had no idea that you that Four Loko even made seltzers. Do you like? I don't know. Like, how do you feel with all of these beer companies just stepping on White Claw and Truly's territory? Do you have any strong feelings about it?
I guess, like, whenever I get into something, I like to try all the, like, look up and see, like, all the different, brands or whatever they have of that thing. Try them, or go and see if I can try them, see the best one is.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, so that's why I have, like, like, but, I don't know, it's seltzer. I mean, it's like the regular seltzer too. It's I'd rather have like
Bubbly
Spindrift.
or Spindrift
bubbly,
or Waterloo.
Bubbly, or regular seltzer is like have
A Pellegrino.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just like try different stuff, I guess.
That's good. I think if anybody should get anything out of this interview, it's try different stuff. Michael, you had me on your podcast a couple of months ago. That was a really fun experience. Why don't you tell people about your podcast? Like, I'll give you this plug time. Like, why did you decide to start a podcast?
Well, I was already doing one with a couple of different people for that. Sebastian, podcast called Cowboy Rowdy, which is just like actual segments on there. So we were doing that for a while. That was fun. And I kind of wanted to start something of my own because I just wanted to structure.
Mm-hmm.
Just like talk to people that I like to talk to and like stuff. So yeah, and during the pandemic we can't shows, so that was kind of why too. Just like watching stuff. It's still fun.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's so awesome. I had such a fun time. What would have been like a couple of like the like highlights for you for doing that podcast?
Highlights for me would be getting to do it with some people that I've seen at shows that I think you'll see that people. So like I got to have Grant Cotter on my podcast hosted for the Giovanni weekend that I went and saw. And also I had Carlos Rodriguez on my podcast as well. And he was featured at that show. He also opened up for Mark Velvet too. So I got to see people do comedy at shows that I paid to go see. And just like sit and talk to them about it and stuff was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good, like insight and advice on stuff and perspective, I guess. I don't know. It was really cool talking to people that talking for a lot longer than I have. Done a lot more than I have. Also, not just comedy, but like people that do other stuff that I had a friend of mine on the podcast that played trumpet on the cruise ship for like 6 months.
Wow.
Talked about that for a while.
That's cool.
Yeah. Just listening to his stories is like really unique. Like you don't get it really here. That's like a really unique thing that okay, what is it like?
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool.
That's awesome. I think that's so great. Like, it's one of the things that I love about like hosting this show too, is just being able to like get all sorts of stories out of people and like, hear what they've been up to and the stuff that they like. And it's so great, like, to just be like a conduit and a collector of all these things. Speaking of trumpets, because that's an instrument, I noticed that you have a guitar behind you. Or is that just for show? Is that for picking up chicks, or is it for like Like
That's
actual.
Bass guitar.
Oh, bass guitar. I don't think that
Yeah,
those.
bass guitar.
Oh.
No, when I was in college, all my roommates and people that I partied with were music majors. Played in like the college like orchestra, ensemble stuff.
Mhm.
Were like really amazing musicians. Hanging out with them all the time. It's like inspired me to pick up an instrument and learn. And I actually was friends with like a bass player, jazz band at school and stuff too. So I gave me free bass lessons for a while.
Wow.
He also hooked me up with his bass teacher that he had when I moved back home from school, and I took lessons with him for like a couple months, But yeah, so it was like something I just wanted to like pursue.
Right on. That's
I
awesome.
don't have any like thing to plug it into though, which kind of sucks. But I'm trying to get some speakers and stuff so that I can actually hear. So it's kind of just like I have like a headphone amp.
Yeah, I also have a bass guitar. It's behind my green screen, and I also don't want to get it. But I've got apparently a lot of updates to make for this thing. That'll just be another.
That's awesome though.
Yeah, no, and so I got an amp for it fairly recently, and so I can give you a little recommendation. Is there anything that you really like playing on bass? Like any particular songs? Like my current favorite song, and pretty much the only song that I can play, is "Psycho Killer" by Talking Heads.
Oh yeah.
So,
Okay.
but that's like it. Is there anything that you enjoy playing?
I really like playing with a pick, and so I've been trying to learn a bunch of like pop punk songs. Like a lot of like too. Mostly I was playing carousel, and also trying to learn always other songs I have written down. I have to have some more, but yeah, carousel's like the main one I play. It's just such a good song.
Right on. Mike,
I can almost play it all the way through.
Oh, right on. Perfect. Michael, we are running out of time, but I do have one last question for you, which is, what kind of weed are you into?
Oh god.
Oh god, that's a fucking.
Okay, then let me simplify it. Okay, are you? If you can only pick one, are you a hybrid girl? Are you a sativa girl? Or are you an indica girl? I gave you 3 options.
I hate when people ask me this question. It's the worst question.
It's like, do you want to have kids? You're putting me in the spot. I
don't believe in indica sativa hybrid. That's all bullshit. I believe in good terpenes and a nice profile of cannabinoids, preferably high potency. I like a lot of gas, you could say. So I like OGs and things of like widows and I like indica too. I guess if you want to classify something, because a lot of those strains are indica based or whatever.
Okay, so it is real. That's what I'm getting from this. I'm
a cannabis fucking.
It's okay. You've provided a lot of insight today, especially that I did not know that weed could fart. So thank you very much. Everybody, please give it up one more time for Michael Booth. Yay! Guys, my mom is here. Finally. She did. Let's see. I'm gonna ask her to mute, and I'm just gonna add her to the really quick. Hi, Mom. You're on the show. Really fast. What's up?
Hi.
Hi.
We were just watching we were doing FNGO. So
Okay.
that's why we didn't
What's FNGO?
It's a group of friends. It's Friday night takeout.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, but you better be doing that from the comfort of your own home, or I'm gonna kick your butt.
It's a group of
Adriana,
pretty awesome people.
spotlight me so I can talk to your mom.
Okay, really quick.
Okay.
But we can't be too long because we have other people to get to.
I promise I won't. I promise I won't.
Okay.
Hi, Ophelia. Hi, Ken. How are you guys?
I'm good.
You have to call my dad Mr.
Yeah.
McCain.
It's
Okay.
it's Friday. Woo!
Okay, that's all I had. Goodbye.
What did you get for
Okay,
takeout?
bye.
What did you get
Wait,
for takeout?
before-
What did you get? What did you get?
Yeah, what did you get for
We
takeout?
just did rotisserie chicken, Costco rotisserie chicken, and they have like these udon noodles that you just kind of. So we just kind of did a little, threw a couple extra veggies in it and called it dinner.
Yes,
girl.
yes.
It was tasty.
Give
It
us
was
that
good.
haute,
And then
give
we're
us that
drinking.
haute college cuisine. Thank you, mother.
Every day.
What are you drinking today?
We have these really good packages. They're in the refrigerated section at Costco.
Pick 'em up.
But the udon noodles are like they're soft.
I'm asking what you're
And
drinking,
they have-
not what.
Oh, what am I? I don't know. Some big bottle of Kirkland whatever.
Hell
Costco
yeah.
Chardonnay.
Costco Chardonnay.
Whatever's my jam.
20,
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. There we go.
Little
Okay.
job,
Yeah. All right, mommy. I'm gonna make you go away now. Yay, guys, say bye to my parents right now. I'll bring them up later. Yay. I had my mom.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, hey.
What?
Hey,
Okay. Fine.
Did Adriana black out for anyone else?
I.
Frozen on my.
Okay,
There we go. Hi. Okay, I'm back.
Adriana, you are frozen. I'm gonna bring up the next comic.
Okay,
I believe it's
unspotlight
the
me.
internet. It's okay.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, you're back.
Great. Whatever. You're here now. So go ahead and let's move on to the next
Hey.
comedian.
Your next comic is a very funny lady. She's very wonderful, and she looks like my child. Give it up for Mackenzie Ruiz, everyone. Give it up for her.
Okay, listen. Thank you so much for having me.
Woo!
We're gonna redo that. You didn't introduce me right, and like what I wanted you to say, and also, it's Mac Ruiz.
Look, I don't know anymore.
Okay, well, I specifically.
Okay,
I
okay.
can't work in these conditions.
Okay.
Also, my green room.
All right.
The M&Ms were still in the trail mix.
All right. Then we're gonna rewind. Zip, 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 okay. Here's so I don't get a bad Yelp review. We're gonna redo that, and it's going to be, this person is a very funny person, but more importantly, she is a dog-loving, professionally depressed giant. Please give it up for Mac Ruiz. There we go.
Oh my god, thank you so much, Adriana. It's so good to be here. And I just wanted to see if I could make every audience member hate me before I come on, so that over time in my set, you learn to be like, oh, she's not that bad. Or you lean into not liking me, and then I can blame that for the reason why you don't laugh at my jokes. Here we go! And I'm so glad I got to meet your parents. So cute. I love it. Like, just Kirkland whatever is just like my theme of 2021 for me, honestly. I'm just adopting that. We should make merch for you, Adriana. Kirkland whatever. Okay, so like, hi guys. Thanks for having me. I'm wearing my slut chic tonight. Thank you so much. It's simple. Like it's honest, you know. It's like and it's not a lot, but it's there. And it's like, okay, listen, most like the fur, the earrings, that's great, whatever. Like, did I brush my hair, or did I not? Is it just supposed to look like this? Who knows? But mostly what it is the boobs. Thank you so much. Every lead actress needs a supporting, cast, and I have two now. Thank you so much. I turned 25 and hit puberty. I thought I hit puberty when I turned 23, and then I lived off of pizza and IPAs. And now I'm there. And it's like, are you here for me, or are you here? I'm sorry, my eyes are up here, It's just like, God, I can't even get through conversation. Quarantine's been really, great. I don't know if it's, I've just been, it's good. I'm not depressed. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I think that a lot of my jokes now, every time I perform, it's just like me just being like, no, it's fine. No. Me? No. Me? Are you serious? No, I'm fine. I'm good. No, it's okay. It's fine. How are you? How are you doing? And actually, I would just rather, let's talk about you. And so now I no longer write jokes. I feel like I just miss, like, real, just things. I just miss things, you know? Like, of course I miss the basic things, like going out to eat and, like, whatever, working, getting a paycheck. I miss those things, but also I find myself missing things that, like, I miss bowling. I'm like, when was the last time anyone ever, like, no one bowls. No one goes bowling unless you're, like, 10, and your parents are like, you don't have hobbies. We don't know what to do. Like, eat pizza and bowl and don't hurt yourself. Or do. I don't know. Maybe that's what you need. And I'm just like, I don't know. I miss Kesha. Why do I miss Kesha? Why would I miss Kesha? Like, sure, she taught me a few things. Maybe that's why. I mean, she taught me the only thing I know about airplanes, a G6. I mean, I don't actually know anything. Like, that's an airplane, a G6. She taught me that. I don't know. Or maybe it's just that she taught me to wear glitter and suck dick. Who knows? Who cares? Who's keeping track? I'm not. I don't know. It's fine. I stayed at my friend's house the other day. I just love that, like, now that we live in the end times, like, we can just say the other day. And is it, like, a week ago? Is it 3 weeks ago? Is it last year? Who knows? But the other day I stayed at my friend's house for a while, and we, like, quarantined together a little bit, and she was gone at work. She works evenings, and she has security cameras because she's, like, a single woman living alone, and you can't trust men. And so she has security cameras, and I realized as I was sitting there, crying, drinking wine, and eating pizza, and don't judge my therapy, okay? I was sitting there, and I, like, put my wine down, I, like, wiped my tears, then wiped the pizza sauce off my face, and was just like, wow. A TV show of me just, like, existing in a house would be the worst TV show. Like, it would literally just be like, tune in at 9 p.m. to our hit new series, Depression with Mac Ruiz. Oh my god! Is that a single piece of cheese in her hand? It's so sad! I mean, I've always dreamed of having a TV show, but that's not it. That ain't it, Chief. I am, like, still, recovering from a lot of things in quarantine, like, realizing I always thought I was a dog person, and I was just always like, yeah, I'm a dog. I'm like a dog, like, I love seeing my friends, and, like, going on walks, and just, like, not being held accountable for anything. And then I realized I'm actually kind of like a cat, because, like, I either want to be, like, completely alone with just, like, some snacks, and, like, just, like, sit next to the window, and, like, look out and just, like, imagine, like, I don't know, like, I'm, like, someone who's, like, waiting for their, like, lover to come back from war, or, like, something that matters, or I want to be, like, a lot of attention, like, it's just be a lot of attention, like, so much attention that I'll literally just, like, sit on your laptop, but I would break it because I'm a human, and not a cat, and also I have just, God, I mean, everyone's like, oh my god, quarantine 15, you know what I mean? And I'm like, did you say 15 or 50? Because I have gained so much weight. And I think a lot of it was because I got engaged. Thank you. Thank you so much. And then I got unengaged. And that is also, thank you, I'm brave. That is so, like, I really realized in hindsight, because now I'm like, I've just been, like, working out and eating healthy since then, and I look so hot. And I realized, like, he was just trying to, like, get me fat, like, just, like, feeding me unhealthy food and, like, encouraging drinking and things like that. He was just trying to get me fat so I couldn't run away. But joke's on him, because I rented one of those little, like, Safeway, like, go-karts and just, like, rode right out of his life and was like, beep, beep, bitch, it's time to emotionally heal from this trauma, you know what I mean? But it's fine now because I'm like dating like the polar opposite. I'm like seeing this new guy. He's like so sweet. He's like this like Christian like Southern gentleman from Mississippi. He's like a golden retriever of a human being. Except for that he went home for the holidays, and he told me he comes back. I'm like, oh my god, tell me about everything. Like, call your parents and love me now. Do you want to get married? Just kidding. But I was like, tell me, like, what's, and he's like, oh, well, I actually, like, I told my parents that we're dating. I'm like, that's fine. What did they say? And he was like, well, I told them I'm dating a comedian. And I was like, okay, all right, bold choice. And he was like, yeah. And my dad's response was, oh my god, is she okay? And I was like, what? That's so rude. What? And he was like, no, it's fine. Like, he just knows that a lot of comedians have, like, mental health problems. And I was like, that's so rude and true, and I don't like it. And then he added me on Instagram, the dad, and he sent me my first message that I've ever received on Instagram from a father of someone I'm dating. And he also, like, well, first he commented on, like, a couple things, just, like, some fun stuff, like, this is nice, like, my wife likes flowers, too, and I'm like, okay, Paul. But he messaged me, and he was like, this is the message he said, until y'all FaceTime, we have to consider the possibility that you're his CGI construct. And I just have never seen a child be roasted so hard through the internet that it just brought me so much joy. I was like, this is it. This is joy. I don't know. I'm still trying to, like, figure out this whole, like, existing thing. I was told that it would eventually get easier, and I was lied to. I would like my money back. I just don't understand procreation anymore. I've always just been like, yeah, I want to have kids. Like, I want to, like, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to, like, do Quaaludes all day, But I am realizing that, like, procreating might be stupid. I mean, and also just, like, the fact that we call it procreating. Like, I'm sorry, professional creator? I don't think that that's real. Like, no. First of all, the stupidest people procreate. Do you understand? Like, people who put peanut butter in the fridge procreate. People who are racist procreate. Like, people, I don't, like, it's not professional by any means. I mean, I don't understand. Like, I just don't understand why that's, like, the term that we use, Like, my mom procreated, and look what happened to me, I have to exist every day. And I'm going to do what I normally do during my Zoom sets. It's really important. At the end, I have to say, I'm okay. I'm fine. So, thank you.
Everybody give it up for Mac!
Woo!
I think I'm on a little bit of delay, so I apologize for that. But, Mac, oh my gosh, thank you very much for doing the show. I normally would ask how you're doing right now, but I feel like you've answered that, so I'll ask a different question, which, what are you drinking?
Well, I am, by the way, like, just so everyone knows, this is just, like, something I'm leaning into during, like, quarantine, and after not getting to perform live, I'm just a dumb bitch, and I love it. And would love feedback. But going back on that, I am better than Michael Booth, because he's drinking White Claws, and I'm drinking a Bon Vivre. It's deliberately pretentious White Claw. It's organic. There's zero sugar. It's naturally flavored. It's just right, 4.5% ABV, and it's also gluten-free.
Oh, wow. Because so many other alcoholic, well, I mean, I was going to say, so many alcoholic drinks have gluten in it, but that's literally like beer's whole deal. So,
Yeah.
I think that's a good clarification to have. Like, heads up, your tummy's not going to get all weird. We will get all weird, but it's for a different thing.
I mean, yeah, it's like, I don't, it's just like actually mostly just like my identity. It's not really about like my stomach. It's just.
Yeah, sure. You're like, hello, lifestyle. I lead one of those that is gluten free because I'm better than you. You know, like I feel like that's. Yeah, exactly.
I feel seen.
That is actually really the purpose of this show. It's not so much like comedy as much as it is just looking at and seeing people. And that's why I try to keep it fresh, you know. Mac, you are our returner, which is great. I'm glad that you could do this show again. I would love to ask you, what are your top 5 dog breeds?
I feel like this is like when you ask Michael about weed.
You feel
like
a little
I
too.
Needed time to prepare for this.
I apologize. That's on me.
Okay, well I will say. Okay, so I will say. Also, never mind. Listen.
How about this? Let me alleviate your anxiety. What are some really good dog breeds that you know? That you like?
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, yes, of course.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. So golden retriever for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with a golden retriever named Gypsy. I named her Love Fleetwood Mac. I'm kind of different. And then little weenie guys, little dash hounds.
Hell yeah.
I know this guy. There's this guy in Santa Cruz, and he runs this hot dog stand called Happy Dogs, and they are so good. And he like makes all these like aiolis and like sauces from scratch, and you can like go load it up, and there's like cheese stuffed brats, and like, oh my god, it's so good. And he is so nice. His name's Daniel. He was voted the best hot dog place of the Good Times Santa Cruz thing. And
is it a place or like a?
It's a cart. It's a cart
like
that's in front of a. It's a cart that's on River Street. That's in front of a place where you take damaged cars to get repaired. I know there's a name for that. Can't tell you what it is.
Mechanic? There you thinking the word auto mechanic?
No, but like it's different.
Okay.
Anyway, back to me, Ruben. Actually, no, back to Daniel, because this man deserves the spotlight. Like, he is so incredible, right? So, Sam Weber, fellow Santa Cruz comic, took me there for the first time. I fell in love with it. So, Sam and I are on a run, like, a few days ago, and we run into Daniel. This man, who owns a hot dog cart in front of a place where they take cars to get repaired when they're broken, he has 2 wiener dogs. My little walnut exploded. Like, I was just like, this is a Bob's Burgers character. Like, Sam and I were just like, Daniel, the hot dog cart owner, has wiener dog. I mean, it was just incredible. I can't make this up.
That's committing to the brand, and I think that's very important,
really
and we applaud that.
On
this show, we applaud sticking to your brand.
And then the little Shiba Inus.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Those are cute.
Little daisy guys.
I would have normally, like, in my past, but I've grown, I would have said pugs, but they were kind of born to suffer, and that's, like, not, I don't love that for them.
That's true.
And then, any big fluffy, just any big fluffy.
You got your Newfoundlands, you've got your St. Bernards, you've got your Bernese Mountain Dogs, you've got your Samoyeds, your Pekingese.
Yes.
Just a fluffy guy, that's the one.
Any big fluffy, I'm here for it.
Tyler has put in the chat a very important contribution, which is Leon Burgers and Great Pyrenees, and I think those also need to be celebrated, so shouts out to those fluffy big boys as well.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
They are cute.
Thank you very much, Tyler. That is
Thank you,
very
Tyler.
important.
Thank you, Tyler.
So you mentioned also in your interview or your jokes, your set. I know the words. I know the nomenclature.
Whatever you want to call it. The time I was talking, that everyone had to listen.
Correct. That you have been working out, which is commendable because I hate doing that, and I'm always in awe of anybody who does it. And like diet culture and working out, like it's such a like. It can be rooted in such a like toxic sort of thing. So I want to, ask you positive questions about it, which is like, what's your favorite part of working out? Because like, do you have a favorite thing that you like to do?
Yeah, I'm glad. Thank you for asking that. I'm glad that you prefaced it with that. Because me and working out, we have like a very complicated relationship, much like I have with every other thing in my entire life. I am actually just now learning this year, or like this last year, during like mid-pandemic or whatever. I am just now learning how to want to be healthy rather than want to be skinny. Because I had an eating disorder for a really long time when I was a teenager, and now I am at the point in my life where I'm just like, I enjoy the most I enjoy of it is A, accountability, B, like, because I'm like, I'm responsible for my health. I'm responsible for taking care of my body. I only get one, unless like robots in the future, which would be cool. But like I'm responsible for it, so I'm being held accountable. Also, I just love the feeling of like natural just endorphins. Like I just feel better. I just feel good. Like it's no longer about like stepping on the scale and being like, how skinny am I? It's like after completing a run or something, being like, whoa, that was like, I feel good. I feel like ready for the rest of my day, and I'm super proud of myself because I like was able to, be like take care of myself, I guess, because for so much of my time during quarantine, I was just leaning into not taking care of myself. So like just that aspect is important. It's more like mental than physical, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, I completely understand, because I also have been in not quite the same boat, not comparing our bullshits, but like having a lot of body image issues and feeling like, oh, I'm not as skinny as like my friends, I'm not as skinny as like this person or that person. And I've kind of been working on the same revelation too, of just like, maybe this isn't so much for I have to lose weight, like who's gonna like me if I don't lose weight. I think it's more like, okay, I want to stick around for a minute, and like I just want to feel good. So that's awesome. I'm glad that you like have gotten to this point where that you feel like you're making a good relationship with getting healthy. And that's awesome, and I love that for you. I think that's wonderful. Yeah.
Also,
Mac,
I love your earrings. They're so fun. You always have the most fun earrings.
Thank you.
I just love it.
I love spending money on dumb stuff. Mac,
Me too.
Yay! We are running out of time, so I just want to ask you real quick, if you could delete one kind of bird, what kind of bird would you delete?
This is worse than thoughts. I don't know if I love birds or if I hate them. I think I love them, but I fear them. It's much like beautiful women. Like, I'm just like, you're there, and it's great, and I'm, like, happy for you, but also don't come next to me. I'm terrified. I think if I could delete one bird, I would delete... I feel bad. Like, I feel guilty, but I'm gonna say it. This is a safe space. What are they called?
Penguins. Ducks.
Describe the bird. Describe the bird for us.
Just give me a second. They are by the ocean.
Seagulls?
Seagulls.
Penguin.
ocean. What are they called again? Oh, that's right.
Seagulls, I don't like their attitude. I don't like what they're about. I don't like what they represent. The way they interact with the world, I'm just like, you little Nazis, like, get the fuck out. Like,
That's
I
complete.
just can't. Like,
Oh, you heard it here first, folks.
the seagulls.
They also are terrifying. I got pooped on one when I was 17, and I'm still scarred by it, right on the top of my head.
I got pooped on one of my elementary school used to do all family lunch, and one of the lunches that my mom came to, she brought me like a little tiny round table pizza, and I was like, I couldn't be happier, I couldn't be happier. And then a seagull shit in my hair, and I think that's why I have depression. I don't know.
Possibly.
That rules.
I'm not a doctor, but that could be it. Everybody give it up for Mac one more time!
Thank you so much!
Yes! Mwah. Okay,
I
folks.
promise I am as horrible as I sound.
Shush. You stop that. Folks, hey, what's up? I was gonna pull my mom up for another bit, but she left. So somebody walked my mom.
Wait.
You
I'll
mean
be your-
my
I'll be your
titties
mom.
walked your mom?
I'll be your mom. Yeah, I'll do an impression of your mom.
Okay. Let me add you to the spotlight. Hi. Okay, and there he's gone. That is Ruben did text me. He was like, Adriana, this isn't a bit. You sound exactly like my mom. Or you sound exactly like your mom. Like 100%. You have the same voice. I'm like, that's the first time I've ever heard that. That's so crazy. Hot take there, Ruben.
Thank you for making me sound cool when you do an impression of me.
I got you, dude.
Most people make me sound like a shithead, so.
Thanks for saying my impression was cool. Folks, we're at the part of the show where I am shameless and ask you for money. Today's no exception. Hey, what's up? This show is free to watch, and I hope you've been having a good time. I certainly have, but it's mostly because of Airplane Wine. And also great company, let's be honest. But you know what would make this Airplane Wine taste even better? I was gonna say sweeter, but sweet wine makes me throw up. If you threw a couple dollars our way. It would be actually really, really cool of you to do. To tip your comedians if you thought that this was funny. Throw a $5 or throw a $10 on Venmo. Ruben's dropping it in the chat. Thank you very much, Ruben. That's literally all I have him here for. That was what was signed up on the contract. Everything else has been gratis. Thank you very much for your service. But yeah, if you've enjoyed watching this, we would love it if you could help us pay the comics, because they're great, and I would like to compensate them for their time, because despite the fact that I hate that we live in a capitalist society, we still operate in one, and I want them to be able to buy a cheeseburger. So thank you very much, and we're going to get ready for your headliner, because I think it would be really good if he came on. He is a pretty funny dude. He is the 2016 National Boys Volleyball Coach of the Year. And he is also a dog-loving, professionally depressed, giant toddler of a human being. Please give it up, not quite for Mac Ruiz, but instead for Mr. Tyler Hinz. If I can figure out how to spotlight him.
You can't spotlight him until he turns his camera on, so I got it.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'll hit it.
All right.
Are we here?
We're here.
We're here.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for having me on your Zoom television show. I'm very excited to be here. Adriana, are you related at all to John McCain? He's somebody I've heard of.
No, I'm not, and you're the very first person to ask me.
I know I am. I'm very creative. I'm very clever. That's one of my first jokes. You're in store. Started enough hot. You don't have to be original to be a comedian. That's my stance on it. That's what a lot of my jokes are about. Started out. You ain't gotta be unique. You just gotta be you.
absolute motherfucker. All right. Oh, good. So people were writing a lot of, or I saw, heard a lot of people write all these new jokes about quarantine. I have not been productive, so let's do some old bits. I drive a Prius. Anybody out there in Zoomland doing some pretty eye driving? Oh yeah. Oh, this is odd because normally, like, I get a lot of attention in my Prius. I get a lot of people are excited to see me. I frequently have to roll down my window and just be like, "Hey, I'm not your Uber. I'm not your Uber." Some of us just buy these, okay? I don't know, something like that. Oh yeah, I feel it. I feel the noise. Bring back my pause for laughter. How creepy was that? I'm so dialed in. What I assume is just a standing ovation and applause from wherever you are. The people who we can't see. Rebecca, Brian, I can't see you, but I know you're real, maybe. Oh man, I have a lot of Zoom meetings for like work and stuff right now. I hate it. What I hate most about it is like on Friday you have to have the same conversation, and it's always, what are you gonna do this weekend? And but what's really telling about that conversation is based off their responses, you can see who is a homeowner versus who rents. So if they're like, oh, I'm gonna fix up the shed, maybe paint one of the walls or something, like that's a homeowner. But if they're like, I made a new obstacle course for my pet iguana, that's a renter. That is I'm an uncle now. It's pretty exciting.
Woo!
Yeah. Sex. She did sex hard. That's how you have babies, I think. You do sex real hard and you get a baby. As I've always been quite a softy, sexy lover, so. Now my sister, she's really fucking just jackhammering it in there, making out some babies. I'm pretty excited about a lot of that. Okay, no, my sister, I'm an uncle. That's the joke I'm doing. She didn't want to tell anybody the baby's name beforehand, which I totally get that. Because whenever you tell somebody what you think you're gonna name the child, they're just gonna respond with like the shittiest person they ever knew that had that name. Like, oh, you want to name your baby Meredith? I mean, that's cool, but I knew her Meredith in high school, and she was a ventriloquist and a whore, and I don't think you want that for your future Meredith. I don't know. They named the baby Leo, which is a dumb fucking name. Not even like Leonardo, just like the first part of Leo, and they're like, it means lion. It's like, we assume you mean Leonardo DiCaprio. Think you meant lion. Not cool enough for that. I haven't met my nephew yet. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to meet my nephew. I don't want to. I don't want to because I love him too much. You don't understand. I love him too much. And statistically, he's most likely to be molested by an uncle.
Oh my god!
Well, I'm just worried about him. He's his uncle. I'm reducing his likelihood. Not controversial. Not sure. Oh. Okay, I have written a song. Don't you block and report me. Lives in Colorado. The laws don't apply over there. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I the creepiest comedian that's ever been on stage?
Not Ruben.
No.
Hey, dude, what's up?
Words. No, I wrote a song. I want to do the song. Hold on. Everybody stay there. Don't even move. This wasn't a prop. I'm ready.
I'm so excited, Tyler.
Oh, me too, but sexually. What do you want?
I'm excited to see you play guitar. I'm happy for you.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Now, let's turn the volume real quick. I just turned off the amp with amp. Now, you can hear that? Yeah.
Yep.
Can you hear that with me singing? La, la. I need to turn it down a little bit.
Turn it down a little.
Okay, hold on. Turn it down. La, la. Nope, not loud enough.
No way.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it was good.
That's too loud. Okay, wait. This is fun for a comedy show, like doing a sound check, guys.
Yeah, man.
Real comedy baseball.
We usually don't do sound checks in comedy, so this is a really fun, unique opportunity.
Right. So you can kind of hear that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, I got to tell the story of the song. So, at the start of quarantine, I was living in an apartment complex, and there's this 5-year-old girl. She's our neighbor. She became like our best friend. It's not weird. It's a little weird. She would see us all the time, and I've been learning to play guitar during quarantine. So she saw me playing guitar, and she asked if I could write a song for her about Harry Potter, because she's obsessed with Harry Potter. So I wrote her this song. It's the Harry Potter song. I might be out of tune. I just realized that, but don't worry about that. Here we go. Harry Potter's got a hot body. I feel naughty when he's on the potty. Harry Potter just went potty. I'm so naughty, would you look at that body? Oh, won't you stand next to me? Harry, come on, my dude, you know what? I want to watch you pee. Wait, no, there's more to this. I forgot. Oh, here we go. There's more. No, there's more. Here we go. Professor Snape makes me horny. I think about him early in the morning. Professor Snape, where's your robe? You're not wearing any clothes. Oh man, I don't know who to come to tell this to, but Professor Snape touched me. Oh my god! Oh man, it's really weird because I just wanted to watch you pee. That's the song. It's the Harry Potter song. Should I perform it for her?
Yes.
I could get her on a Zoom call, make that happen. A Zoom call reality. Zoom call. Austin, I got nervous. Strumming was okay, you know. It's not so. I tried to throw a syncopation in there for you, just for you. I'm like, I'm gonna impress him tonight.
I appreciate it. You're not bad, man.
I'm trying. Anyways, wait, how much time do I have left?
Ribbon?
Hold on. Let me pull it up.
Go ahead.
We run a tight ship around here.
5 minutes.
I have 5 minutes. Okay. I have a couple other songs. I don't know if they're funny. I could do them.
Do whatever you want, man.
I want to do this bit. Thank you guys for letting me do the guitar. Don't leave. The show's still happening. This is part of the show. Okay, here, come back. Alright. I really wanted to do the Krampus bit in December. I have a Krampus bit, but I didn't have any shows in December. And I didn't do it last week because I forgot to. And okay, but here it is. You guys know who Krampus is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You might have already heard the bit. I don't care. I love doing it. I want to do it. But I love Krampus because, you know, he's the opposite of St. Nicholas, where basically the Germans created the antithesis. Because St. Nicholas, if you're good, then, you know, he gives you presents and pats you on the back and says, hey, nice job. But then there's Krampus. And Krampus, if the kids aren't good, then he kidnaps the kids, he drags them to hell, and then he beats them with rusty chains. How awesome is that? Krampus is the best. Hands down. Of course, Germans were the ones to think of it. Like, the children must know there are consequences for all their actions. My feeling about this, we got to get the Germans involved with more Christian holidays. Like Easter, Oh my God. We can make Easter so much better with some Germans in there. Like, oh, I love what you've done with this Easter thing. If the kids are good, then yeah, they get to find the eggs and the money left. You're so smart. They've always loved you. But here's what I'm thinking. If the children are not good, if they are evil, atheist children, then the evil rhino who wears a leather jacket because he's cool as fuck, then the evil rhino, he sells them into the sex trade.
Oh my God.
Who loves this? You're allowed to support us out there. Your toddler will definitely want to clean up his room. Oh! Don't want to pick up your socks? Then I guess the man from Denmark's going to love you in the wrong way. That's like 4 children assault jokes one night.
Oh no.
Hell yeah.
I just found out I'm a very specific type of comic. I have a very odd niche that might get me in prison. Or at least a parlor membership. I'll get a membership to the app parlor. Okay. A big closer. Very exciting news is this guy's engaged.
Woo!
She said maybe, so we'll wait to see. But she's great. I don't know how she put up with me because I think most people I've dated didn't understand me, or more importantly, believe that I would behave appropriate in pretty obvious people situations. Like the first time I went to go meet my ex-girlfriend's parents, I was nervous because that's a tough thing to do. It's weird. So I asked her like how I should behave, and she said, "Tyler, just be yourself, but don't let my parents find out we're having sex." Why would that come up the first time I meet her parents? Like I'm gonna go up to her dad like a maniac and be like, "Ooh, Mr. Clarity, my compliments to the chef. Thank you for cooking me up something to eat. That was nice of you, huh? I don't know. Thanks for making someone for me to fuck with. I don't." That's it. That's my time. Thank you for letting me.
Yay! Everybody give it up for Tyler! Tyler, oh my gosh. That was great. Beautiful songs. I love it. You are no exception to the rule. Only Mac is, and now I can't do that ever again, which is, how are you doing right now?
I'm doing great. I'm going a little crazy being inside the house all the time, but I've got some cool new habits. I'm now an addict to weed, so that's kind of cool.
That's fun. I did that for a minute.
I'm not good at telling you the different flavors. I just get some stuff that has a cool name, I smoke it, and I have a good time. But yeah, so that's but I'm doing well. Learning how to play guitar. I've been shooting messages with Austin and just asking, "Hey, am I good? Am I okay?" Very insecure messages. Pretty good.
He seems to appreciate them. He seems to be impressed with your progress. So that's really good. That's going super duper well. That's awesome. I mean, like, some of the pretty much, like, I think the only conversations that you and I have really had have been like outside of like comedy stuff have been about music.
Oh, I love music.
Yes. And so, like, I don't know, how do you feel about, like, because as somebody who, like, is trying to, like, get better at doing it, like, I don't know, how do you feel stepping into that particular Thunderdome?
Well, I mean, it's cool because now I'm, like, getting to the point where I can start playing a lot of songs that I really like. But one byproduct of this is that a whole genre and type of music I've always hated, and I think I've just hated out of spite. All of a sudden, I'm like giving it a good, honest try, and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of into this now, and that would be specifically the band ZZ Top. And I kind of hate guitar for making me really love them and Southern rock and roll style music. So that's the only thing where I'm like, I'm listening to other rock bands and I'm like, well, this is just fun. This is playing good rock guitarmanship. Why didn't I appreciate that? Why did everything have to be distorted without any talent, which I still love?
Absolutely. No, I mean, the sound effects are great. People that know how to play music, even better.
It's pretty exciting.
Well, it is exciting. Did you have any particular ire with like ZZ Top in general, or are you just not like a Southern rock kind of guy?
I think I just always hated classic rock, but I think part of it might have been my own shit that I'm now working through thanks to my guitar.
That's beautiful. That's great. Why go to therapy when you can pick up a used Fender? That's really important, and I think that's the message that we want to send to men these days. So perfect.
Mine was a Squire.
Oh, there you go, a Squire, which I think that's like a
step down. It's a significant step down.
Yeah.
And color.
That's like Fender, but at Kohl's.
Yeah. Yes, actually.
Yeah. Thank you, Austin, for confirming the stupid joke that I made. Much appreciated. So Tyler, how long have you been doing comedy? Because you're pretty good at it. You've been doing it for a minute or what?
Yeah, I've been doing it for a long time. I think I'm at like 10 years.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so this is how it goes. There's like 5 or 6 years, like really hard, and then coasting off whatever I had there, which I don't recommend.
That's unfortunate.
I recommend there are other strategies. But this year feels more like a year kind of off for me. Lots of zoomies.
Oh yes. Are you one of the type of people? I'm very much inviting potentially a fight. But are you one of the people? Bear with me. Are you one of the people that was very hesitant to Zoom comedy initially, or were you like, let's fucking rock and roll?
I wouldn't say I was hesitant. I was kind of indifferent. I was like, I don't know. I'll say this. Maybe not hesitant. I'll say doubtful. I'm like, I don't know about this shit. And then I did one, and I was like, I can't hear if the audience likes me, so I just assume that they do. This is great. Like, I'm having a really good time. And then you just goof off in your room. Often what I would do is I just zoom into people's living rooms and describe objects there. So at least they think I was a serial killer or something.
That's very fun.
I really enjoyed it. I really like the parking lot shows the most though. When people have to flash their lights, they like what's happening, or if they're offended, you have to guess.
Are we cheering or are we flipping you off? We'll never tell. Yeah, I've done. There's a good, for anybody who might be watching that's in the area for it. There's a really great car show at that airplane wine is making me forget words. There's a great parking garage show in Santa Cruz. I finally fucking said it. Yes, Mac is raising the roof. That's hosted by friends of mine, but not the show because it's also on Fridays, so they haven't had the opportunity yet. But Sam Weber and Brian Snyder do a great one, and you've done that one, right?
Oh, it's super fun. And what's cool about that show and this show being on at the same time is that they could go to both shows.
That's true. That is true.
As someone who has done that, you can.
It is possible.
How do you do that?
I mean, you just have it on your phone.
Yeah, you do it on your phone.
Tune into the radio though.
Yeah. You mute one when your person that you like is going up, and then you tune into the other one. That was pretty easy. I mean, like it's great. Yeah, you can take it wherever you want. Have you been doing any other stuff besides learning guitar? Like, have you gotten any other quarantine hobbies?
Oh man! All right, learning guitar, smoking weed. Those are the two biggies. To read more, but if I smoke weed, then I won't read. No, I think that's pretty much it. And then, I've been trying to write songs. I have like a couple, but that's the only one that's funny. The rest I don't think they're anything.
They're very sensitive.
Yeah, I don't know. They have no emotion. I don't know.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Hey, I think Ruben wants to ask a question, so I'm gonna add him to the spotlight real quick. Hey, bud, you wanted to ask Tyler something?
Quick. Yeah, that was quick.
Quick on the
Hi,
jaw.
Tyler. How are you? That's not my question. I just was introducing.
He's just polite.
The situation.
Oh,
Tyler, I have told people that you're one of the coolest people that I've ever met. How did you get so cool?
shut up. Why are you a sweetheart?
The serious question.
Oh.
Why do you, what do you do that you think makes you cool?
What's cool? What's the definition of cool here?
You do have a guitar in the background.
Cool. You know that's strategic too, right?
Yeah, 100%.
What? That's so weird. Notice how I'm positioned over here. My junk is going to the back. Nobody listen. Everybody. Don't laugh, Miranda. They know you're in there now.
Is she pooping or peeing?
Oh, this is a poop. I haven't heard one yet, and I've been dying to.
Wait, you haven't heard her poop?
No, she refused.
Poop, Miranda, poop.
How long have you
Everybody.
guys... Wait.
Poop, Miranda, poop!
Wait, this is weirdly on brand. Tyler, my girlfriend and I live together, and she refuses to tell me when she poops. Like, to this day, she has said she has never pooped.
Really?
She poops during the shower and you know it. You turn the shower on, you poop, you get in the shower.
In a shower. That is bad. That's how you get worms, I assume.
No.
No, not in the shower.
Not in the shower, Tyler. Poop. First of all, you sit down. You take like 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes before you turn the shower on because you need a buffer time to see if the annoying man that you love is going to knock on the door inevitably. And then you start the shower and you give yourself a little bit more time to poop, but it's not too much because then they might know, like, wow, she's taking a really long shower. And also you want there to be time in between the poop and the shower so that it just dissipates.
Oh my god. No. So take secret poops. She won't tell me beforehand, but she'll tell me like not immediately thereafter, but like I'll say within a couple hours or a day to be like, I took a poop bag. At that time, I'm like, no, I want to know.
Tyler, how long have you and Miranda been together?
2.5 years.
Okay, so I've got a little bit of time. I've got a little bit of time, and we'll get there. So that's good.
Honestly, I was either yesterday or the day before. It's the first time she came out of the bathroom, and then I'd known that she had done it.
Oh, so I've got some time, but that's good. That's good.
How did you know? How did you know?
Oh, I used one of my sixth senses. Sixth sense means not real. 5. This one.
The six senses are taste, touch, smell, sight, hearing, and then knowing when Bruce Willis is dead. Those are the 6 senses.
Yeah. When Bruce Willis dies, how many tweets do you think there will be about I see dead people with a picture of Bruce Willis?
All of them.
Anytime Asker, so that might be soon.
Is he really?
He is
That's so disappointing.
He was the main character of Twitter the other day. It was awesome.
Send me some links, Austin. That's really upsetting.
This is incredible. Tyler, I'm trying to think of some other stuff to ask you. I promise I won't ask a weed question because apparently it's difficult.
You can ask a weed or dog question or some sort of hybrid.
Okay. What kind of dog would you like to get high with?
Oh.
That's such a good question.
That is such a good question.
I need some details painted around it. Am I getting high with the dog around or high and the dog is also getting high?
We are going to say no, that's animal abuse. The dog.
Not if it's Snoop.
Oh my god.
That's the only exception, but since you've mentioned it, now Tyler can't use that joke, and this is his time. But it's a very good joke.
I did not have that joke ready.
Then snaps to Ruben. Tyler, in this instance, in this scenario, I'm going to say that you are high, but the dog is just around. The dog is not disturbed, the dog is not bothered, the dog is living its best life, but you are getting high.
Okay.
What puppy do you want around?
High, and the dog is there, I want a Woodle. It's an Irish Wolfhound Poodle.
So the biggest creature possible. The biggest fluffiest.
The biggest Muppet-looking dog that we can find. I love anything that's been bred with a poodle because it looks like they're puppets. Like they don't look like they're feet are and they just keep making poodles fuck everything, and I love it.
They really do. What is with people being like, well, I think, it must be a hypoallergenic type of deal, but, like, everybody is just absolutely nuts with, like, making poodles fuck.
Yeah. They're just like, you know what I like? Make poodles fuck different kinds of, like, species or interbred, poodle breeds. Just watch them fuck. I don't know. It's gross.
It is gross. We play God too often with dogs, and that's really upsetting. Tyler, we are sadly running out of time, which is unfortunate, but I'd love to ask you, are you a superstitious man?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Why?
I have to get high before shows. That might be superstitious.
It's certainly like traditional, and I think that's important, to have those things. So perfect.
What did you say, Tyler? I didn't hear that. You're what? And you have to get high?
I'm a drug addict now, and I have to get shows.
I thought you said you were diabetic.
No.
I thought I heard diabetic too. I'm like, and you have to get high? That's not.
Thank you. I was like, I don't know is that like a thing? And then I had more questions, but never mind.
You get high off the diabetes.
That's true. You take too much insulin, and then your head gets light. Perfect. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're not concerned with ghosts or anything of that supernatural type of thing, but you are a super fella, and I appreciate you very much. Everybody give it up one more time for Tyler Hinz. Yay! Ruben, you're still spotlit. Yay! Us and our big old heads. What's up? Folks. Big head. Folks, that's the end of the show. One more time, if you would love to donate us some money of the tip variety, you're absolutely welcome to. Do not feel...
Hey, sorry, really quick. If you're watching on YouTube and you can't see the chat, Venmo at Adriana, ADRIANNA, McCain, MCCAIN, at Venmo. Donate with the date of the show, and then just OSL comedy show, and we'll make sure that money goes to the comics, even if it's at a later date. If you're watching this as a VOD and you're enjoying it, please donate to those comics still. They will still take your money. Money does not go bad.
That's
It
true.
does not expire.
Unless it's a penny from 1975 and it's weird and stinky and black now. But besides that, money doesn't expire.
I'll still take that.
She'll still take a stinky penny. It's fine. Folks, again, that's been the end of our show. Thank you so much for watching. Please smoke weed responsibly. And Ruben's hosting next week, so you get to enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yay!
And I'm exclusively having people who were arrested at the Capitol.
Yeah, I didn't approve that. We got to talk about that afterwards. Thank you so much. Have a... Woo!
Give me on my own show.
What have I